Ongoing research could possibly help Maine farmers affected by PFAS contamination find a new path forward.
Scientists at the University of Maine are investigating how a soil amendment could decrease the uptake of these chemicals in plants, and then which crops may be safe for livestock and us as consumers. News Center Maine's Vivian Lee has our update from Unity.
Over the past few years, dormant fields on Sue Hunter's 100-acre former dairy farm have transformed into a living research project. Following the discovery that her soil, crops, and water were contaminated with forever chemicals, Sue is now turning a nightmare into hope. Her son is preparing these fields to plant new crops for the first time in years.
Till up some of the land that we aren't using now and put some grains in and see how that works out for us.
University of Maine researchers are studying different species of grains and grasses used to feed livestock on 4 plots on Sue's contaminated fields.
All of the grain that we've done in this plot has been pretty much non-detect.
Ellen Mallory, a professor of sustainable agriculture at UMaine, explains when plants grow, the chemicals are taken up through the plant via water.
That water moves through the leaves primarily and doesn't actually move up into the grain or the seed heads.
Researchers are also utilizing funding from the PFAS fund to focus on PFAS molecules in the soil. Known as precursors, these chemicals change over time into PFAS compounds. Hundreds of yards away, Ling Li, an assistant professor of sustainable bioenergy systems at UMaine School of Forest Resources, and her team this summer will study how long biochar, a soil amendment, holds on to PFAS. Ling will also utilize a grant from the PFAS fund. Her previous research on the farm found that biochar mixed into the soil limits the uptake of the chemicals in tomatoes, and she wants to determine if biochar would be a good investment for farmers.
We try to figure out a tool that can help farmers to calculate how much biochar they need to apply to their soils.
Finding answers to these questions will be key to ensuring that Sue's farm can be viable again in the future.
Such a beautiful piece of property to be productive, and that's what we want it to be. And that's the only thing that's going to save the farm.
So her grandson and future generations can continue to work this land. In Unity, Vivian Lee, News Center, Maine.
Research and recommendations from both projects could be available to farmers within the next 2 years. We'll have much more information on PFAS on our website.